How you guys? How y'all doing today? Hopefully fine. But I just wanted to get on here and talk about a few things that are grinding my gears. And it has a lot to do with MK Ultra mainstream media, so to speak. And just wanted to give my opinion about a few things and even just elaborate on some facts and stuff like that. So let me just jump right on in, right? Starting with the media spinning this narrative that it's the unvaccinated that is actually, spreading corona and also being hospitalized and causing the nation a pretty penny. And I just wanted to elaborate on some basic common sense things that I think that the general public at large is overlooking. Okay, you guys, I just had a doctor's visit, like with my primary care doctor. But like a plus a stutter too, you guys. But I visit my doctor, and I'm not vaccinated at this point in time. Because I'd rather be vaccinated with something that has at least a year worth of data to it, which at this point the vaccine came out in January, so it's not even been a full year yet. So this is why I'm not vaccinated. And I caught corona 3 times, so you would think I would be running to get the vaccine, right? But I'm not, because of the science. It generally takes a year for you, me, everyone, everything to know how something generally works, So my doctor chewed me up. Like, he basically came in snapping. He even told me that he don't think it's fair that he should have to treat patients who are not vaccinated, and when I broke down the science to this dumbass doctor, that's right, someone who don't even have a PhD or a college education, I had to educate the PhD doctor that I'm paying to see. And once I did, he couldn't keep his hands off of me. But it was by that point I was already just over the doctor visit, because let's state some facts. Just because you are vaccinated, it does not mean you cannot catch corona. It does not mean you cannot suffer from the side effects of corona, and it does not mean you cannot pass it on when you have it, because all of that is untrue. You can pass on corona, you can catch it, and you can even get sick from it being vaccinated. So in saying that, I am pretty sure that the unvaccinated is doing the very same thing that they were doing when this whole pandemic started, which is keeping social distancing, doing the hygiene, with the hands and all that. And then also staying out of large crowds and all this stuff, putting on the mask, And then it's obvious that the vaccinated is not doing that. A lot of the vaccinated is literally dropping their guards down. If you think I'm lying, there was an event in Chicago just recently called Lollapalooza 2021. You can look it up. And sure enough, in order for you to get into this large concert-like event, you had to have proof that you were vaccinated. So in saying that, and when you look at the pictures, they were not practicing social distancing. They were not masked and all that stuff. Like, these people were huddled together. You would have thought just because they are vaccinated, they cannot catch corona, they can't pass it on, and they can't get sick from it. And this is how most of the vaccinated people are behaving based off the media narrative about it, which is ludicrous and is quite asinine, because I believe this is how the other new variants is coming. It's only because these vaccinated people is actually carrying the strand that can live through or survive through or actually break through, like they call the cases, this vaccine. So how is it that it's the unvaccinated that's spreading it when we can't even get inside of stuff now, losing jobs and mandated to not do all this stuff? So I just think it's a bunch of horse crap, and his narrative is quite stupid when you think of the science, because like I said, you can look at the vaccine and see what they are doing. But I digress, and let me move on to my next topic, right? As I made my point with that, with the whole jab, but and this narrative. But anyway, I want to talk about what is in the media as of late as far as world events. And there's a lot going on, from natural disasters to the economy to that's even the very fabric or the moral core of man, and how far, that moral core is going. So in saying all that, right? I've been thinking about Hurricane Katrina, with all that's in the media now about all this stuff, and how the state of the world is. I've been thinking about Hurricane Katrina, y'all. And to those y'all that don't know about it, this is a hurricane that happened in 2005, late August, and it was horrible. Like, New Orleans got slammed real bad. Everything got flooded. There was no power. There was no running like water. No gas, lights or water. There was no stores to go to, no pharmacies, no hospitals. And, it was a hot mess. Now, me as a younger man, I was under the impression that our government was going to save these people, because keep in mind, this is a government that has gotten so rich from slave ADOS labor that it is the most powerful and wealthiest a nation on like Earth. Plus I stutter. And in saying that, this is a superpower like a nation that can invade a foreign country across the ocean, and it could be in a matter of days, and have a strong military presence. So why is it that this government let the people on the homeland die like that? I think the people in Hurricane Katrina had to fend for themselves for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. They was even trying to break into some of the stores, but guess what? There were police that were literally like killing people from breaking into the stores. So, and then say that the government came and they dropped you off at the super dome with limited like resources, and they kept them people there. Them people ripped each other apart. It was total utter lawlessness. I even heard stories of rape, murder. I mean, who cares if your actually grandmother needed some water when they needed the water, and they probably took it from her and she probably died. I mean, I was hearing some really messed up stories come out of there during that whole time. Like, I was glued to the TV. I was so upset and disgusted with my government from that. I mean, the government left them people there to fend for themselves, and they just like that die. I mean, there was corpses everywhere, and the streets was flooded. It was a hot mess. It was a hot mess. Even thinking about it to this day, it still makes me mad and upset. And in that time, that was when it hit me. I said, "Yep, make it your business to not depend on your government to save you, Peanut, just in case you caught in a natural disaster." Because sometimes I be thinking to myself, like, I wonder if things would have played out a lot differently for those people if they just, was taking the time to be a little more prepared, or, just had maybe kits or certain survival plans ready, so just in case something so catastrophic happened. And I wonder if it might have played out totally different for them people if they did not rely on their government so much, because the government was even turning away help. Literally, like there were so much help that was trying to come in, and the government was just not letting the help come in to get to the people in the first place. I mean, the government literally let them people rip each other apart. It was utter, total lawlessness and craziness, and everything was shut down. And, like I said, that was a life learning lesson for me. My heart still go out for the victims of Hurricane Katrina, because a lot of them died, in my opinion, needless deaths. But it's getting to my next point that I'm all drawing this up to. All that is going on in the world today. Is people making preparation just in case you might not be afforded the luxury to depend on the government or the powers that be, because ever since then I've been making preparation for years, even though there is still essential things that I need. Like, I need a bike, because a bike does not need no gas. I need a tent just in case I can't, something so bad or something happen where I can't sleep in my own apartment and I have to sleep under somebody's bridge. I mean, is people really thinking about that? So what happened if there's no gas, no lights, no water, no hospitals, no Walgreens, no Walmarts, no grocery stores, no gas stations, there's no 911? What the hell are we gonna do if we is put in a scenario similar to Hurricane Katrina? Because like I mentioned, those people had to fend for themselves and they ripped each other apart. You would think inside a time so hard and dire, people would try to work together, but that was not the case with Hurricane Katrina. Them people ripped each other apart. So, matter of fact, I'm just gonna speak it how I feel it and how I see it. From what's been prophesied inside of Revelations, it speaks of a very hard and difficult time, and even massive, deaths. And plus I started to and is people even thinking about that? About what it says in there? About how even the almighty dollar is going to collapse and Babylon will fall? Because when that happened, there's no system, there's no grid, and then it's even speak of some real evil stuff that happens just to be inside of the grid. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Doesn't it says that with the mark of the beast, that if you don't perceive it, you won't be getting a lot of stuff? There's a lot of things you just won't be able to get. And it's funny that with this jab, they is rejecting, you to have basic necessities to survive with, like a goddamn job. So I'm just saying, yeah, like, or what happened if there's some type of natural disaster? Because yeah, there's the mandates, and then there's the natural disasters, and then there's even beyond stuff that's been talked about. Who knows? Maybe we in for a Mad Max, Walking Dead, or a Terminator future, all lumped up in one future. So what happened if that's the case? And we can't fend for ourselves. Like, I am trying. Like I said, I've been making preparation for years, and there's still things I have to get. But I believe a lot of us is just gonna find out that we were just furniture here on this planet. And when it comes to some good old-fashioned survival skills, some skills that like you need to live and survive and not get paid to do, but more so you live to do, we're gonna find out just how many people was their like job, how many people was their house or their mortgage or their rent for their apartment or their loft. We're gonna find out just how many people was the clothes that they wore and the cars that they drove and the expensive trips and things that they got and been and done. And that's it. That's all to them. That's all to them. They don't know how to do a lot of stuff. And it's going to be a lot of people that do have these skills and they were getting paid to do it. So just imagine these people in a time where they're not getting paid to do this stuff. They're going to be aggravated. I mean, man, I used to get paid to do that, to do this. Well, the economy is gone now. So if you a nurse, you just might have to be a nurse for free in this upcoming time. If you as a doctor, some rich famous surgeon, guess what? You might have to be a surgeon for free in the upcoming times to come. And you're going to have those that is going to make the call. And then there's going to be others that is going to fall to the call. Because they are just what they, it's like they're going to be a liability. And then I think about stuff like massive deaths, because it talks about that in the Revelations, massive deaths, and there's people in this world that will do the most stupidest stuff just because someone died close to them. I have known people that have lost someone, got drunk and had a car accident. And it's like, that was stupid. Or got into a fight, or, just didn't care about life no more. Now, in this upcoming time that's been prophesied, it's supposed to be just that hard with all these massive deaths. You might start coming across people that lost the will to live and don't care nothing to be good because they watched all their kids die. Or maybe multiple people died at once. Maybe 50 people all at once gone. And in a time like that, it'll be hard to hold on to one's humanity. So, yeah, the MK Ultra media is spinning this narrative like everything is so kumbaya and fine. But is it really? Is all things as they appear in La La Land? Something to think about.
What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm eating a frozen snack. You perverted cunt. Can't believe y'all. I know where some of y'all minds was going. Get your mind out the gutter. What a good frozen snack.